Tourism Minister Lindsay is under fire after a video was being circulated on the weekend with him and a group of police officers involved in what appeared to be a verbal altercation.
Boss. People pass here in and out without writing in the book.
If you want to shut it down,
failure,
shut it down.
Failure.
If you want to shut it down,
wait,
shut
sir.
Hello.
Wait,
Hello. Let me tell you something, right?
Wait, sir.
Hello, nurse.
Wait, sir.
Hello.
Mr. Grant, excuse from
Let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something, right?
Mr. Grant,
let me tell you something.
Excuse from in front my face.
Why you want me to ratify right now? Let me leave you.
Failure to comply with the COVID-19 protocol.
Shut it down then. So shut it down.
Mr. Grant issued a statement late Tuesday afternoon where he suggested the video being circulated does not reflect the full context of what transpired. He said, quote, "While the videos do not display the extent of the incident that night, I do understand the position that I hold. I regret how the circumstances have been portrayed, and I wish to assure the public, and the police in particular, that I fully support their efforts at the preservation of law and order. I encourage the police to gather all the evidence and to investigate the full context of the matter," end quote. Meanwhile, in another related development, Government Minister and Member of Parliament for St. Christopher No. 3, Janelle Powell, in a social media post, has denied reports of him being in the video shot with Mr. Grant. The voice of the person in the video speaking to the police officers for some people sounded familiar to Mr. Powell, which prompted him to clarify that that was not his voice.
You see how the government employees act in St. Kitts, like they ain't gonna sense?
And if you
Boss
see
man,
One
if you
police.
say a bad word, you will be arrested for indecent language.
These are how the government employees act. One, what's the officer number? One.
Do not come in front of my face with
Don't
no
touch me.
camera.
Do not touch me.
Do not come in front
Do
of
not
my
touch me.
face with no camera. You are in my personal space.
Okay, I'm 6
Thank
feet
you
away.
very much.
1, 2,
so
3.
how here I have an issue and I would like to if you could please come and address the matter, please.
In a Facebook post, Mr. Powell said, quote, "I have been made aware of a video currently being circulated on social media. I would like to categorically state that the voice heard in the video is not mine, nor was I at any time in an altercation with the police. I've had no altercation with any police officer and was not even in the presence of the officers when the recorded incident occurred," end quote. The incident has prompted the opposition, St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, to call for a thorough investigation and the resignation of Mr. Grant if the investigations suggest that he was in the wrong. Leader of the Labour Party, Dr. Terence Drew, told SK Newsline that he is also calling on the Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister to have the matter investigated and the appropriate action taken against Mr. Grant.
Mr. Grant seemed to have been using threatening language. He used the word rat up. Rat up in St. Kitts and Nevis, we know that that means that somebody is going to be aggressive towards you, both physically and verbally. And this has to be interpreted as a threat towards the police officers. Had a normal citizen done this, that citizen would have been brought in, I'm very sure, because this is a threat to the officers of the law. Again, not in keeping with the standard that the MPs should upkeep. And that is why in other places an MP who does this to the officers of the law would have to resign.
If found in the wrong, Dr. Drew believes Mr. Grant should resign not only as a Minister of Government, but as a Member of Parliament.
And that is why I'm calling for a thorough investigation. I'm calling on the Prime Minister of this country. I'm calling on the Honorable Sean Richards, who is the leader of PAM, the party of which Mr. Lindsay Grant is a part. And the findings must be laid before the people very quickly and the decisions made. But an MP would find it very difficult to continue as an MP and a member of the federal cabinet after having committed these serious violations as suggested by the tapes that have been revealed.
SK Newsline will continue to follow this developing story. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.